like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell right now, you won't be the a-hole for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, that's all you need to do. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and then leave a comment on the video and recommend it to your friends, and then you won't be the a-hole for the next 2 weeks. Alright, let's get on with the video. Alright everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic day. It's your favorite unit of time measurement, Millennia, and today we're going to be talking about Am I the Asshole? Yeah, there's a bad word in the title. That's very fun. Because I don't want to censor everything and make it very annoying, I'm just going to say, Am I the A-hole? Am I the A-hole is a subreddit where people go and ask, well, if they're the a-hole. They ask tough questions about their life decisions and see if they're doing what's right or not, and people get to choose on whether they're doing it right or not, based on writing YTA or YNTA for you are the a-hole, yeah. You get it. But as usual, I want to make sure you guys know that if you guys want to see some more content from the Millennia YouTube channel, then you should hit that like and subscribe button. And also hit the notification bell. It will really do a lot to support the channel and make it grow even faster than it already is. It will be one of the best ways to support me, and just in general, one of the best ways to tell YouTube that you love this content. So if you could, please just give it a like, a subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share it around with your friends. Alright then, let's go on into the Reddit videos. Today, we're going to read some of the most outrageous ones and see whether or not they are in fact the a-hole. Coming up first, am I the a-hole for telling my husband to stop grieving his high school sweetheart? Oh my god, this is going to be a spicy one. I'm pretty sure I'm the a-hole in some sense, because of course, grief is unpredictable, but there's also something about it that feels insincere, lack of a better word. My husband and I have been married for 4 years, together for 6. We were expecting our first child in April. We're excited, but it's also been a rough year because we lost his mom to cancer at the beginning of the year. My mother-in-law was an absolutely lovely person, and her passing was hard for all of us. My husband's not emotional. He'll share his feelings when I ask him, but he doesn't always talk freely. For instance, when his mom died, we did make an effort to spend extra quality time together, alone with his dad and siblings, but he didn't talk directly about his mom. Then, this Thanksgiving, his former high school sweetheart passed away. It's pretty sad. She was the same age as us, 31, and died in a car accident. Suddenly, the floodgates opened. She and my husband dated as teenagers, 15 to 19 years or so, and were each other's first for a lot of things. Up till now, I never felt jealous of her. We stayed in touch till their 20s, but mostly stopped talking by the time he and I got together. There were maybe a few happy birthday texts exchanged since then, but that was it. She wasn't a hovering presence. I honestly didn't know too much about her because she was a figure of the past and didn't really come much. But all of a sudden, it feels like she's haunting our house. He talks about her nonstop, digs up old things that remind him of her. He talks to old friends who knew her and is now having long conversations about her. He wasn't like this at all with his mom. At all! I tried to be comforting, especially when he got emotional. He cried a few times, only cried once when his mom passed. I get that grief is non-linear or logical at all, but I feel like I'm now by myself. I'm trying to move forward, stay focused on our baby, and make plans for our expanding family, while he just sits around moping all the time. I didn't say anything when he took an old framed photo of his ex and put it in our shared home office with our old family photos. Then, yesterday, I was painting the nursery, and when I went to find him and asked for help, he was instead sitting in his office, going through old memorabilia of his ex, emotional. I kinda snapped. I yelled at him saying that he needed to be present and focus on the future, me and our baby, and stop fixating on her. I also brought up how he wasn't like this with his own mom and that he should cut out the childish act. I don't want to use the I'm pregnant and hormonal excuse, but I admit my own emotions have been especially up and down lately. Loss sucks, but it feels like an overreaction, especially when comparing it to his mom's passing. Am I the a-hole for telling him to stop mourning his ex? Well, honestly, this one's kind of difficult to say. While yeah, the husband was kind of really being annoying by mourning this random chick who he had a relationship with more than his own mother, not taking care of his pregnant wife, just being a very annoying person. At the same time, the wife was also kind of being very disrespectful towards his mourning and everything, and she probably both could have understood better on what they needed to do. Both are not necessarily the a-holes. I would say probably more on the husband's part, but at the same time, both of them could have done something a little bit better in this relationship, and I hope they make up in the end. All in all, I would say, they're most likely not the a-holes. This next one is, am I the a-hole for asking my wife to get a job? Oh my god, this is a classic argument. My wife and I moved to Germany from the US last November. We were both born and raised in the US. I also hold German citizenship because my dad was still a German citizen when I was born. My wife came here knowing no German, and despite lockdown was able to pass an A1 proficiency exam studying with Duolingo so she could get her German residence permit, which allows her to work legally in Germany. A1 is basically like basic introduction, basic grammar, basic alphabet, yeah, basically just that. I earn a decent salary and our bills are paid, but there isn't much left over. Munich? I'm just gonna hope it says Munich. Munich is an expensive area to live in. We have together around $6,000 in credit card debt incurred when we moved into our new apartment and had to buy our kitchen. Apartments from Germany usually come with an unfitted kitchen and all our furniture. I've shared a spreadsheet with my wife detailing our expenses because she seems to think we should have more than enough money and doesn't understand why I'm constantly pouring cold water on our ideas to make a mini weekend vacation, etc. Because we simply don't have the money. At the end of the day, we have about 300 euros left per month before any kind of entertainment is even factored in at all. My son is graduating high school this year, and I want to fly back for the ceremony, then fly him back to Germany so he can spend the summer here. All of this, of course, costs money. She also plans for her kids to visit this summer. My wife and I also came here to travel around Europe, but financially, all we can afford to do out of all of this is sit around the house. My wife has zero interest in finding a job despite my pleas. Every time I broach the subject, she immediately says all the reasons why she can't. The main reason being she doesn't speak good enough German. She's currently enrolled in a language class that meets 3 times a week for 4 hours. Outside that, her daily activities consist of sitting on the couch, watching TV. She does some housekeeping chores, but I help out for some of them, and I, for the most part, take care of my own laundry. The bulk of her career she has spent as a retail manager and in customer service. Her main sticky point is that she may not speak German, therefore she cannot get a job. The truth of the matter is, there are plenty of companies here that use English as their business language, but every time I bring this topic up to her, it becomes a huge fight and frames me for being the a-hole. I have tried being nice about it, and I've tried explaining why it's so important with the numbers, but nothing seems to reach her. I'm exhausted and I'm at my wit's end. I'm not even asking her to take any job, just to start looking in the area of expertise to see if something fits. Go for it. She seems to think 12 hours of school a week is more than enough, and won't even try to apply everywhere. For context, regular school kids, like that are 12, take around 40 hours of school a week. TLDR. Too long didn't read. Am I the a-hole for expecting my wife to try and find an English-speaking job here in Germany to help us get ahead financially and afford to travel and bring her kids over to summer? I'm not going to get too into it. This argument is just a complete mess. This is an argument as old as time. Both have pros and cons to each other. The husband is probably working hard, but at the same time is not factoring in her skills of expertise and factoring in her weaknesses. The wife isn't exactly working that much, but at the same time, I don't exactly know what she's supposed to do. It's an argument as old as time, and I don't really think I'm qualified to say if she is the a-hole or not. Alright everyone, that's going to be enough for this video. Wow, this is going to be one of the longer videos. If you actually watched till the end, then I salute you. An entire 10 minutes. Usually it would be like 2 minutes shorter than this. But this was a long video. It was a very long and interesting video. It was about Reddit, and I want to know if you guys like it. If so, you can just like, subscribe, post a comment, share it with your friends. Of course, hit that notification bell. Everyone knows it. If you please subscribe, like, notification bell, everyone knows that you should do it. I will be posting weekly videos, sometimes more than a week. It depends on how school goes. And, yeah, hopefully if you guys like this stuff, I'll post more videos more often. And, yeah. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.